All right, y'all. So coming back, this one's a real fucking doozy. I recognized the name, and I was trying to figure out where until I started looking into him, and I was like, oh, it's this motherfucker here. I know that's very biased already, but once you hear what this person has been involved in, you're gonna understand why. We're talking about Representative Andy Biggs, Congressman Andy Biggs, representing Arizona's 5th District with a net worth of 3.82 million. He's part of Project 25. He's proposed getting out of who? He has proposed amending all sorts of stuff. A national emergencies terminates after 30 days. That's something that he proposed, and I was trying to figure out why he would do that. Because if he's pro president and he's pro Trump, why would he want to end the power of a national emergency? Because once one has been declared, it would stay in effect up for a fiscal year. And when I looked into it, he wants to shorten it from a full year to 30 days to a month. And the reason why he wants to do that is because the they want to be able to pass legislation within a short time frame. And if other people of Congress want to get their powers back, they have to play ball. Meaning, if the minority want to be able to have a say in what they're doing, they have to play ball in order to pass a law and pretty much work with the opposing team. Now, some people may be thinking, "Oh, that's fine. That's fair." It's really not, because what you're saying is at any time an emergency can be declared, the president will have that, but he can extend it every single month if he chose to, rather than go a year and then have people try and find rational solutions to problems. He can just keep extending it until the other side decides they want to concede and do what he wants to do, in order for them to pass law. Because as it stands right now, Democrats, if this were to pass, would be at a huge disadvantage. When it comes to and that was HR 125. HR 123. I was trying to figure out why he was so invested in that. I still have that pulled up, HR 123. And it reads, he wants to direct that certain assessments with respect to toxicity of chemicals be carried out by the program officials of the Environmental Protection Agency and for other purposes. First off, that's the EPA. Second of all, and for other purposes. That keeps coming up a lot in these bills. And anyone who knows about contracts, you never have something that ambiguous in a bill. And for other purposes. What does that mean? What other purposes? That right there, that language needs, we need to get rid of that. We as people who are hoping that they're doing right by us, we can't have this kind of language in our bills. Even if they're proposed bills, we cannot have that type of language in there. So, also when it comes to the EPA, they already do this. The problem is the language to direct that certain assessments with respect to toxicity of chemicals be carried out. Certain assessments, that's the key there. And so I had to figure out what the point of this bill is. Andy Biggs wants to get rid of OSHA. He proposed a bill called NOSHA, pretty much abolishing OSHA, meaning that the EPA would be responsible for all OSHA's jobs, what OSHA pretty much does. And that's when it clicked. This guy is, I don't know what he's doing. He's being bought out by all sorts of industries with this, because OSHA does, if y'all aren't aware, a lot to make sure that our people both working these jobs that can be hazardous and the communities where they are being held to a particular standard. I had someone say, "Oh, OSHA's corrupt." No, people are corrupt, and there are people who work in OSHA who do corrupt things, but the organization itself is not corrupt. So NOSHA for me is a no go. And this particular resolution, House Resolution 123, that's a no for me too. We're not going to put more work on the EPA, because EPA, they can make anything public. However, if they are overburdened, the quality of their public published works goes down. And that's by design. I'm not down for that. He's also been critical of critical race theory. He has been critical of pretty much anything democratic. There's just a whole bunch of things that he's out here doing, and it doesn't make any sense unless you're a rich person. So if you're a rich person, a lot of things that he's doing are going to be good for you. But if you're like me and you aren't rich, it's not going to help. It's actually going to hurt. And a lot of the things that he's proposing will also affect government jobs because he is also anti socialist, which is odd to me because he benefits from socialist programs. Being a congressman, he gets a whole bunch of socialist stuff thrown his way. Anyway, that's Andy Biggs. It's a clear F, y'all. I mean, he's part of Project 2025. He also introduced the bill, House Resolution 7. That's the one where people were talking about for a long time. It was on January 3rd, if I'm not mistaken, where it has the line in it. I have it pulled up still, about women's health, whereas health care for women should also address the needs of men, families, and the communities as they relate to women's health care. Yeah, no, we're not doing that either. Fuck this guy. Vote him out. Oh, he's been there since 2017. Yeah, that's too long for me. Out. Goodbye.